Ngayon, alam naman natin lahat na ang Reno phones ng Oppo ay nakatutok sa mid-range market. Pero paano nagiba na ang focus nila with this new phone? This is the Reno 13 Pro. Sa features, design at performance niya, halos kaya niya na tumapat sa mga affordable flagships ngayon. Medyo hindi ka pinipaniwala, pero after using this phone for a week, I'm impressed sa durability, camera, and overall performance niya. Ang natitira na lang na tanong dito na hindi pa nasasagot ay presyo. Kung okay ang pricing ng phone na ito dito sa Pilipinas, it'll become a legitimate challenger against phones in the affordable flagship segment. Very, very surprising for a Reno phone. Now, gets ko naman na entry-level pa rin ang tingin ng tao dito sa Reno series, pero pag nakita mo at nahawakan mo ang Oppo Reno 13 Pro, magbabago agad ang isip mo. Now, the phone uses an aluminum chassis and a matte black finish on our review unit, pero may mas magandang mist lavender version itong phone na ito kung hindi mo bet tong boring black. Yung camera module design ng Reno 13 Pro is still the one that many of the manufacturers used last year, meaning hindi pa siya sobrang laki katulad ng mga ibang phones na na-review namin recently. And katulad ng mga kakalabas lang na phones, mataas din ang IP rating ng phone na ito. In fact, may IP69, nice, rating siya, and may shock resistance siya built-in. Talagang patibayan na ng phone ang smartphone meta this year and kaya makipagsabayan ng Reno 13 Pro sa mga phone ng ibang brands pagdating sa overall durability. Now, flagship level na rin ang build quality ng phone na ito. Manipis siya considering what's on the inside at just 7.55mm. Ang sarap niya hawakan at gamitin, and the overall ergonomics makes it feel more expensive than it actually is. Curved yung AMOLED display ng Reno 13 Pro, pero subtle lang yung kurba sa gilid, so mukha pa rin siyang flat pag tinignan mo siya sa harap. Maganda tingnan yung display at may 120Hz refresh rate siya, HDR10+, at Corning Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection. May shock resistance din ang display na ito, so pwede siyang mahulog nang hindi masisira ang panel. Siguro yung iisa kong complaint that it is on this phone is that is not as bright as other displays of other phones kasi 1200 nits lang yung peak brightness niya. Sobrang saya ko nung nakita ko na walang filler cameras tong phone na ito. Now, tatlo yung cameras niya sa likod, isang 50 megapixel main camera na may f1.8 aperture lens with OIS, isang 50 megapixel f2.8 telephoto lens na may 3.5x optical zoom at 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera. Walang filler cameras. Solid ang mga kuha ng primary camera, maganda ang contrast at sakto ang dynamic range. May konting pagka-warm lang ng yung camera sa ibang kuha, pero okay pa rin naman siya overall. Now, low light shots are excellent and sobrang ganda talaga yung mga kuha ng phone na ito. Maganda din yung kuha ng telephoto camera at true to life ang colors and exposure ng camera na ito, which isn't always the case with telephotos. Now, katulad ng ibang phone ni Oppo, may AI features din tong Reno 13 Pro. Pwede mo i-unblur yung mga kuha mo na hindi maganda. Pwede mo rin tanggalin ang reflection sa kuha mo if you're shooting behind or through a window. At nandito pa rin yung remove people feature, so pwede mo tanggalin yung extra sa kuha mo, yung mga tao na hindi mo kailangan sa buhay mo, which comes in handy when you're trying to get solo shots in crowded areas. Now, overall, halos flagship level na ang output ng cameras ng Reno 13 Pro, and sobrang satisfied ako sa performance niya. Speaking of flagship level, na-impressed din ako sa processor na nandito sa phone na ito. Now, this phone uses a MediaTek Dimensity 8350 processor paired with 12 GB of RAM for a review unit and 512 GB of storage. If you take a look at the benchmarks, medyo talo tong phone na ito versus similar phones na nasa affordable flagship level. Pero di lang naman, benchmark talaga ang batayan ng performance ng isang phone. Maganda ang overall performance ng processor na ito at sobrang smooth ng paggamit ko ng phone na to. Wala akong nakitang lags or any of those problems. Okay siya for gaming at wala kami nakitang stuttering or excessive heat while we were playing demanding titles like Genshin Impact. Walang kamatayan na Genshin. Overall, I'm happy with the Reno 13 Pro and what its gaming capabilities are. Now, the phone runs ColorOS 15 that has a lot of additional features that you can use, along with a slew of AI tools that can help you with day-to-day tasks. Siguro yung hindi ko lang talaga nagustuhan dito is the Reno 13 Pro. It came with so many pre-installed stuff out of the box. I had to do a double take and make sure that I actually wasn't using a Xiaomi phone. I hope this isn't going to be the case for retail units dito sa Pilipinas because this is a review unit because that is just super unacceptable. Ganun karaming bloatware nandito sa phone when you buy it. Now, pagdating sa battery, the Oppo 13 Pro has a 5800 mAh battery inside of it along with 80-watt Super VOOC fast charging capability. Now, maganda ang battery endurance ng phone na ito and that super fast charging is just icing on the cake. Sobrang nagulat talaga ako dito sa Oppo Reno 13 Pro. Akala ko medyo uninspired phone siya when I first saw it, pero maganda ang mix ng performance, camera at design niya. Siguro yung natitirang tanong na lang dito sa phone na ito ay ang presyo. Wala pa kasing official pricing tong phone na ito dito sa Pilipinas. Pero kung kaya ng Oppo ilabas tong phone na ito na nasa 30,000 pesos, solid na yung pricing na yun considering what you're getting. Wala pang official price tong phone na ito, unfortunately, but it's slated to drop at the end of the month, January 31. Hopefully, it'll have a competitive price when it arrives. That's it for me, guys. If you like the Oppo Reno 13 Pro, leave a like, subscribe. If you have additional questions, just drop in the comment section. I will get to it if I can. Thank you very much. John, see you next video.